I like to take a moment of silence, not for the Silicon Valley Bank, but for the one guy who was panic selling USDC for USDT on Kyber Network, a decentralized exchange, and didn't account for the slippage. He tried to trade over $2 million worth of USDC. Do you know how much he got in return? 5 cents. Let's all take a lesson from this unfortunate person and account for slippage, calculate that, and make sure that you protect yourself from slippage on decentralized exchanges. If you don't know how to do that, there's a lot of information on YouTube and online in general. I'm sure Kyber Network itself has a lot of educational information too on how you can also avoid that situation and avoid losing $2 million. Speaking of acting out of fear and panicking, over 100 VCs have apparently signed a statement claiming that they will stay true to Silicon Valley Bank. They will not make withdrawals come Monday, and they will not create even more of a bank run situation for that bank, all in the name of avoiding an extinction situation for tech industry in the US. Will this actually happen? Monday. A lot of things are happening on Monday. Whether that will or will not happen in the next 24 hours, we're going to find out, basically. Also, the Fed is going to be holding an emergency meeting on Monday to determine if they should create a fund to help protect depositors' funds on banks if another bank were to fail, similar to Silicon Valley Bank. I'm sorry, isn't that what the FDIC was for? The FDIC has said, apparently, that again, come Monday, they will be protecting uninsured depositors a percentage of their deposits. What percentage? We don't know. Is it 0.000001% of their deposit? We don't know. What we do know is that the FDIC has about 1.2% on their books versus what they're supposedly supposed to be insuring against. So there's a vast imbalance there. Also, speaking of runs on the bank, Bill Ackman, a billionaire hedge fund manager, has been calling out the US government saying, you better back up Silicon Bank. You better bail them out. Otherwise, this is going to be, what's that word again? Contagion. Throughout the tech industry, throughout probably other banks. If you don't put a handle on what is happening with Silicon Valley Bank, it is going to be bad news bears. Which we have to refer back to that statement that over 100 other VCs, including Sequoia Capital, have signed, again, making a promise to Silicon Valley Bank. We'll see if that's actually a legal document or if they're just going to say, oh yeah, I'm not going to cash out, and then that's the first place they go to come Monday morning. Now here we have Binance CEO, also CZ. He's coming out and saying, he's got his tinfoil hat on, maybe we do too, that this is kind of looking like a coordinated effort to take down banks that are particularly friendly towards cryptocurrencies. Similarly, things are happening with Silvergate. Yes, Silvergate definitely had a lot more exposure to FTX, and that was the cause of its, demise, basically. And Silicon Valley Bank is saying that, it's its own mismanagement of its balance sheet of why they are failing. It's not so much because of their direct exposure to cryptocurrencies per se. So a little bit different here, but a common thread nonetheless. These crypto-friendly banks are dropping like flies. You know what else kind of a interesting thing, a pattern to recognize? You guys remember 2020, about 3 years ago, in March 2020, when Bitcoin went from $8,000, dropped over 50% in 24 hours to $3,700, from $8,000 to $3,700 in 24 hours. And that was the start. They call it the COVID-19 crash. I hope I'm allowed to say that word on YouTube without being banned too much. The views on this video will show you if that is true. And so we have to ask ourselves, what is the similarities now and then? failing traditional financial system? And will crypto rise like a phoenix from the ashes of a 50, I'm not saying we're gonna see a 50% drop, but if we do you have faith that it will rise from the ashes and see another all-time high? I do. And that's why we dollar cost average. If you want to know what coins we are dollar cost averaging and which coins we are buying now in preparation for the next bull run that Toby and I do think is happening, and many people might be caught off guard by it, you have to check out the CT Club. A link for that is down below in the video description. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.